Hey everybody, it's Kim Hawk and I'm known as YouTube's fairy godmother of real estate, and we are here standing in front of Mount Dora. You're probably asking why. Because we do concentrate on that 25-mile radius around Cinderella's castle, but it's because our audience asked for Lake County. A lot of our Disney cast members, they want to live in Mount Dora, they want to live in Claremont, so you can see Mount Dora Spectacular. And one of my favorite places was just opened from some very dear friends. It's called Eden Abbey Brewery. So I got my 2 cents in there, but before we go in, I wanted to introduce to you the lady that we call Belle. Her real name is Taylor, and she grew up in Mount Dora, and she knows everything about this beautiful place. Enjoy it. Get ready for a really great video.
Welcome to Mount Dora. Hey, it's Taylor Owens, or Belle as the fairy godmother of real estate likes to call me. Today we're in the beautiful town of Mount Dora, which also happens to be my hometown. I grew up here and my family had a long-running business here, and so I am so excited to share this beautiful city with you. Mount Dora is known for its specialty shops and restaurants, year-round festivals and events, and picturesque lakeside small town. Mount Dora is located just over 30 minutes northwest of Orlando and 40 minutes to Walt Disney World, but is a destination on its own. Lots of tourists visit every year, but it's also a fantastic place to call home, and I did, for over 10 years. It has a population of above 14,000 and sits on a plateau 184 feet above sea level, making it one of the highest places in Florida. Mount Dora has some great historical sites, like the Donnelley house behind me. It was built in 1893 and was named after John Donnelley, who was the city's first mayor in 1910. The town was incorporated that year after settlers in the mid-1800s were drawn to Mount Dora for hunting, boating, and fishing. Railroad service opened in 1887 and was primarily used to transport citrus, but also brought transplants and visitors who stayed at the Lakeside Inn. The Lakeside Inn, originally called the Alexander House, continues its 139-year-long stretch in operating as a hotel on the shores of Lake Dora, with a prestigious spot on the National Register of Historic Places. This is the Mount Dora Lighthouse, which is the only inland freshwater lighthouse in the entire state of Florida and one of Mount Dora's most recognizable landmarks. Here, you'll find tourists and locals alike, since it's a great place for a photo op or to enjoy the stunning sunset views across the lake. The lighthouse was built in 1988 on the shores of Lake Dora, which is nearly 5,000 acres and connects to the Harris chain of lakes, which offers so many recreation opportunities, making it one of the best parts about living in this area of Lake County. The Mount Dora Boating Center makes it super easy to get out on the water and enjoy all what Lake Dora has to offer. If you don't have a boat of your own, they provide half or full day rentals of pontoon boats that hold up to 12 or full day deck boat rentals that hold up to 10. Either way, they'll make sure you have a memorable day out on the water. Cat Boat Adventures also departs from here, where you can take a 2-person powered catamaran across Lake Dora, through the Dora Canal, and into Lake Eustis. The 2-hour-long tour is also narrated, so you can learn some interesting information about the area while you're taking in the sights. If you need some retail therapy, Mount Dora is the perfect place to spend hours browsing all of the specialty shops. You can visit Barrel of Books and Games to find the perfect new book to read. To treat yourself or get some holiday shopping done, there are lots of options for gifts like Black Swan Mercantile and Love Home and Harmony. Home and Garden Treasures is filled with oddities to bring whimsy and charm to any outdoor space with wind chimes, garden decorations, and gifts. Mount Dora has so many specialty shops, and Piglets Pantry is one of the staples. They've been in business for over 25 years, and if you like to spoil your pet as much as I do, they'll have everything you need. Not only do they offer tons of treats and toys, but they also host events like a dog costume contest every October. Papillio is another favorite of mine, which focuses on nature-inspired art, gifts, and houseplants. You'll also find natural body products, garden or home decor, and beautiful stationery. If you'd like to sip and shop, you can enjoy their variety of craft beer and wine during their daily happy hour at their in-house bar, The Nest. As for restaurants, you're likely to find almost any cuisine that you can desire. You'll find everything from contemporary Florida cuisine at 1921, to English tea at Windsor Tea Room, to Indian at Shiva, to creative pizza at Back Porch Pizza Bar. If you have a group that can't decide what to eat, you can all stroll the Mount Dora Marketplace, which has several dining options under one roof. Today, I chose to grab a tea at Foxtail, which was the perfect spot to catch up with an old friend and get some computer work done. If you're looking for something to do in Mount Dora, you can start here at Palm Island Park. The boardwalk takes you along the lake's edge to view the old-growth oak trees, cabbage palms, and cypress trees, which create an animal sanctuary great for bird watching or spotting an alligator. On the boardwalk, you can walk up to a mile with benches along the way to soak in the views. Another fun activity is a segway tour with Glide Adventure Tours to spend about 80 minutes exploring Mount Dora's parks, quaint neighborhoods, and historic downtown. Donnelley Park may not look like much right now, but soon these trees and the entire town will be filled with millions of twinkling lights for Light Up Mount Dora. Light Up Mount Dora is the kickoff to Christmas season, and you can view the lights all holiday season. There's also entertainment like reindeer, dancers, carolers, and Santa. The Mount Dora Boating Center is known for having the most dramatic displays of lights in all of the town, and attending the event would really not be complete without making a walk down to the lake where they decorate the entire marina, rooftops, and boats with the most festive of decorations. Light Up Mount Dora is just one of so many events that Mount Dora is known for. The October Craft Show alone brings more than 400 exhibitors from all around the country. There is also a February art show focused on fine arts. The Spring Blueberry Festival celebrates the harvest with food vendors serving everything blueberry that you can imagine. The Plant and Garden Fair has exotic and native plants to fill your home and yard. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me on this trip through my hometown. If you're interested in buying a home in this area, be sure to give me a call and be sure to hit that like and subscribe for even more great NearDisney content.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.